Good morning. I'm Dr. Sanjay Jain, Associate Professor in Mathematics at SPC Government College Ajmer. Today, we are taking a lecture on tensor analysis, and the chapter is Christoffel symbol. Before that, we are taking introduction of Christoffel symbol. Today, we are taking the theorems on Christoffel symbols. Very useful, these are the theorems, and one of them may be asked in the exam also anytime. We are taking a 3-4 theorems. So let's start. Theorem 1 is that Christoffel symbol of second kind Ij. Two indices are same here. Just noted Ij is nothing but or equal to del by del xj log of under root g. That is the first theorem we have to prove. What we are seeing here g, and we already studied Riemannian metric or fundamental tensor of first kind and second kind, Gij in lower subscript and Gij in upper subscript are first and second kind fundamental tensor. Here, from this Riemannian tensor, we know the property that del G over del Xj can be written as capital G I K, capital G dash K del G I K over del Xj. What is capital G? Where capital G is a cofactor of GIK. GIK is a second order covariant tensor. And we know that second order tensor can be written in the form of matrix. So we can easily get cofactor. Okay. And the determinate value of this GIK, because GIK is a matrix and its determinant value is numerical. Therefore, this GIK can be written as G. G may be some scalar value or numerical value. And the last is GIK is equal to capital GIK upon G. These three things we already studied in Riemannian metric tensor. Okay. Now we start from this. What we are doing, we are taking the condition of last condition GIK is equal to GIK over G. Okay. So using this relation, GIK, capital GIK can be written as GGIK of upper indices. So in first condition, we substitute capital GIK should be GGIK, where IK are upper indices. Okay. Now this is an important part, how we get this term. Next step, as per Christoffel symbol sum, we are seeing our first lecture of Christoffel symbol, that sum of two Christoffel symbol of first kind can be written as IJK, KJI. K is common, so this can be written as del GIK over del XJ. Okay. So in place of two sums, we may write del GIK over del XJ can be written in the sum of two first symbol notations, which we seen in the earlier lecture, and we prove it also in the introduction part. So we may write in place of del GIK over del XJ these two Christoffel symbol first notation, sum of these two. Okay. Now what we are seeing here, the GIK of upper indices multiplied with these two symbols of first kind, And we also know that multiplication of gik with first kind of symbol, Christoffel symbol, convert into second kind of Christoffel symbol. So this may convert as G I I J and plus G K K J, and this is nothing but two indices are same in these two II and KK, so we will take it II. So it becomes 2GIIJ. That is an important term. Del G over del Xj can be written as 2GIIJ. Okay. And in our question we also seeing that the terms coming IIJ, or in theorem IIJ. So we are getting here IIJ, but we want to convert this into log form also. So what we are doing here, we may re-systemize this. We are taking IIJ, this 2G, or in other word we can say that divide by 2G both sides. Okay. So we get IIJ is equals to 1 by 2G del G over del X J. Okay. And now that side, del by del Xj log under root of G. When we differentiate log root G with Xj, we get the middle term. So middle term can be written as del by del Xj log root G. So this is the proof of first theorem. Okay. Here one is an important thing, or we say in corollary form, if G is a negative, then equation 1 can take the form of this. G may be written in negative, del by del Xj log of under root G, then it is IIJ. Okay. So this is an first theorem. Now we goes to the second theorem. What is second theorem? To show that Christoffel symbol are not tensor quantities. This is a very important theorem. Earlier we are studied Riemannian metric or first fundamental or second fundamental tensor. Both are tensor quantities. But here in Christoffel symbol, we have to prove, or we have to ask to prove, that they are not a tensor quantity. So what we are doing here, if it is having tensor, then it must follows the tensor rule. Okay. From dash system to without dash system, there is a relation. If it is in a two order tensor, then there should be two components. If it is three order tensor, then there are three components of del by del Xj. Here when we showing this, is that follows the tensor law? If not, then it is not a tensor quantity. So we are taking this procedure here to show that this is not a tensor quantity. What we are taken here, suppose IJK and IJLIJ are the Christoffel symbol in a coordinate system. We are taking both type. Okay. In some other coordinate system xi bar, we have the Christoffel symbol are IJK bar and LIJ bar. So we are taking here two type of Christoffel symbol in without bar system and bar system. So denotation of these two type of Christoffel symbol in both bar and without bar system. Okay. So we define first our fundamental tensor of second order covariant tensor transformation with the help of tensor law definition. So this formula of G bar Ij is nothing but G bar AB del XA over del XI del XB over del X bar J can be written with the help of transformation of tensor law of second order. Okay. Now we know that Christoffel symbol can be written in the form of differentiation of fundamental tensor. So we are differentiate this tensor law del G ij of bar with del x bar k system. Okay, so differentiating this equation 1 with del x bar k, and there are three terms in right hand side. So we are differentiating as UVW rule of differentiation, and we get equation 2 in that case. Okay, by the cyclic permutation of ijk by changing simultaneously, and ABC we get two more similar relation as ijk are rotating transformation axis. So we get equation 3 when we are moving ABC. Okay, by multiplying in the equation 2 or solving equation 2, we get equation 3 with rotating simultaneously ABC. Okay, so we get three relation 2, 3, and on next page 4. Okay, so these three relation for rotating of ABC, we get these three relation from 2. Okay, now subtracting 2 from sum of 3 and 4. 3 and 4, taking sum of 3 and 4 and subtracting 2 from this, we get this equation, and on solving we get this relation. What we are seeing here, this is a relation where ijk bar is related with without ABC bar system. So there is a relation between bar 2 without bar system. Okay, but you are seeing here that a box here in reading is an extra term. If this term is not present, then we show that the Christoffel symbol are follows tensor law, but there is an extra term which doesn't fulfill the condition of tensor law. Clearly, equation 5 shows that the Christoffel symbol of the first kind do not transform like tensor due to presence of second term on the right hand side of equation 5. Therefore, first kind of Christoffel symbol doesn't following in a tensor quantities, doesn't possess the tensor quantities. So Christoffel symbols are not in a tensor quantity. Similarly, we can also showing the same theorem for the second kind of Christoffel symbol. You may try as a homework. Okay, so this is a proof of second theorem. Now we are taking third theorem. What is the third theorem? To show that the law of transformation of Christoffel symbol possesses group property. What we have to show here, that the law of transformation which we seen in the theorem 2, where the second term is extra, this is called law of transformation for Christoffel symbol. Okay, so to show that law of transformation of Christoffel symbol possesses group property, we already seen in the case of fundamental tensor, Riemannian metric tensor, there follows group property. What we are doing in the group property, we are taking three systems without bar, bar, and bar dash system. If one system related with 2, second system related with 3, then it should imply that first is related to third. This is also called transitive property as well as group property. Okay, so if we are possible to show that in three reference system of without bar, bar and bar with dash. So these are the three system in which we are taking components are ijk without bar, ijk with bar and ijk dash with bar. These are the three system we are consider for Christoffel symbol. Okay, and we try to show that this follows the group property. So showing the group property, we are considering that first and second reference system of bar and without bar system, and this we taking direct law of transformation which we obtain in the theorem second, the second extra term we are getting here. Okay, so this is a relation transformation relation from without bar to bar system. Okay, next consider the transformation of coordinate from bar to bar dash system. Here first to second system in equation 1, in equation second we are taking from second to third, and we are showing is it true for first to third. So in the second to third we are writing the again law of transformation for Christoffel symbol. So we have two equations for 1 and 2 for law of transformation of Christoffel symbol. Subtracting from 1 and 2 we get equation 3. On subtracting 1 into we get equation 3 here. Okay, in equation 3 we get one term g lm del x bar l over del x dash r del 2 xm del x bar r del x dash q and dash r. Okay, this is a term in the equation third which can be written in different form by elaborating g l m bar as a second order tensor. So substituting the value of second order in this tensor definition of GALKM without bar to bar system in this, so we can write this term in two different form of this term. Okay, now substitute this term in equation 3 and simplify, we are getting equation 4 here. Okay, now we can write easily del xj over del x bar m del x bar m over del x dash q. What we are doing here, del x bar m multiplied and divide, so it is nothing but del xj over del x dash q. Substituting this in equation 4 and differentiating with respect to the x dash p and then solve it. After solving this we get this equation 4 reduced to finally in the equation, and what we are seeing this equation is nothing but a Christoffel tensor relation from bar dash system to without bar system. It means we get a transformation law from first to third, means third frame to first frame. We are taking first to second frame, second to third frame, and finally we get directly third to first frame or first to third frame. It means it follows the group property for the Christoffel symbol of first kind, or sometime it is also asked in the form that the Christoffel symbol follows the transitive property also. Okay, so this is the proof of the third theorem. Here again Christoffel symbol of second kind can also be proved as a following in a group property. This is an homework to you. Okay, now we are taking fourth theorem. What is this theorem? A necessary and sufficient condition that all the Christoffel symbol vanish at a point is that G, Ij are constant. If all Christoffel symbol vanishes means equal to 0, then it is only possible when Gij are constant tensor. Okay. So first we take the necessary part. We are taking Gij or Gji are symmetric tensor, so we can write Gij or Gji are constant. If it is constant, then differentiate with any other indices should be 0 for all ij. Okay, so we can write del g over del xk ij 0, and by using this definition we get ij comma k. Okay, so what is this becomes? This shows that Christoffel symbol vanishes. We are taking that Gij are constant and get Christoffel symbol of first kind is 0 or vanishes. So this is an unnecessary part. Similarly, we also show for the second kind symbol by multiplying G, K, H, I, J, comma H, and Ij comma H is already 0. So second order Christoffel symbol, second type Christoffel symbol should also vanishes. So here we are taking Gij and constant, and we get first and second kind of Christoffel symbols are vanishes. Now we are seeing this for sufficient condition. In sufficient condition we are taking opposite. We are taking ijk and ijk of first and second kind should vanishes at any point. Then we have to show that G, Ij are constant. So by definition we get Christoffel symbol definition. We are using del G Ik del Xj plus del G Ik del Xi minus del G Ij over del Xk should be 0. Now since it is at a point, since the coordinate system xi are independent, we must have all together are not 0, separately they are 0 due to independence property. So separately when it is independently 0 each other one by one, they all show that Gij are constant. On integration of this we get Gij are constant for all ij. Okay, so this is a sufficient condition. So today we have proved the fourth theorem for the Christoffel symbol. All are very important, and somehow or in some form they may ask in the exams. So you have revised these today and try to make the homework in this given to you of for the second kind of Christoffel symbol, this theorem. Okay, so thank you for that today's lecture, and we are taking next lecture on the covariant differentiation of Christoffel symbol.